Hello and welcome back to our tutorial sessions. In this session, I'm going to be going over the Imagify plugin for image optimization. So if you're running a WordPress website, it's important to compress all your images, optimize your images, makes your website perform way better. A lot of the slowness on a website has to do with the weight of image sizes. So if you could take care of that, you can make your website run extremely fast. And Imagify will take care of all that compression. You can display your images in WebP format, which will make things run smoother for you. And I'm going to go through how everything works and how to set up the Imagify plugin. Also, if you are getting errors on your PageSpeed Insights or GTMetrix for using web image formats, then this will solve that problem for you. So when you first install the plugin, you'll see it show up here on the toolbar. You can click settings and it'll take you to this page right here. Oh, the first thing you're going to have to do is get an API key though. So there'll be a button to get an API key. It sends you a key in your email. So you'll get a key and you'll be able to get to the settings here. Now, these are the different types of compression, how much it's going to compress the image files. You could just leave it on aggressive for the most part. I found that to be fine. So, yeah, just leave it on aggressive. Now, this setting right here is going to be if you want Imagify to automatically compress your images and optimize them on upload. So whenever you would upload an image into your media library, then it would automatically run. Now, I do recommend keeping this on if you have a site build already. Now, if you are still starting a website and you're just starting to build the website, and I recommend waiting to do this whole entire process until the website is pretty much complete. All your pages are built out and you're pretty much done with the design. I just find it to be a lot easier to do the optimization afterwards. So once you're done with all that, you could check this. And if you have any other images that come along later, it'll automatically optimize them for you. And keep this checked here, back up your original image. It'll keep all the originals in a separate folder. I keep this one unchecked. You could check it if you want to keep all of the metadata that's attached to your images. So if you need that, keep that checked. If not, just leave it unchecked for you. Now, this section is pretty important because I've found there to cause some problems sometimes with certain themes. Now, what you want to do here is check this to create WebP versions of your images. So if you want to create WebP versions of the images that are going to be lossy and lossless compression, run faster, smaller file size, check this and check to display it on your site in the WebP format if you want to display that. Now, there is two options here. The first one, using a rewrite rule, is going to actually rewrite your htaccess file in order to accomplish this. But if you are using a CDN like Cloudflare, you can't check that option. You're going to have to use the picture tags option. So check that picture tag if you are using Cloudflare. You don't need to put anything in here for the URL. But if your CDN, you could specify a URL if they provide one. Now, make sure you test your website after you do this and make sure it didn't break any of your images. I have seen on some themes that the images will break. Now, you can get around that. If you do find one of your images is broken, the WebP version, you could just go in to FTP or File Manager and find the folder and delete that WebP version, and it'll revert to just the JPEG. And then doing that will allow you to keep the WebP version displaying on all the other images. You could just fix the ones that are breaking. So I've usually only seen like maybe one break. So most of the time it works pretty good. So, but if you do find any of them broken, that is a workaround to fix that. resize larger images. I usually just keep this checked. Now, yeah, recommended to reduce larger images. It'll save a lot. But I have only, in one instance, it might have just been a glitch or something, but I did have a glitch on one website I was building that with the bulk optimization that I'm going to go over in a little bit, it just got stuck kind of and just kept trying to work and wasn't optimizing any of the images. And unchecking this right here did solve that problem. I don't know why. It was a glitch, I guess, but if you are running into that, that might fix that for you. I did see some other notification on some message boards that some other people had a similar issue. So now, optimization and optimizing all of the different sizes. You definitely want to have all of these checked, but just know that all of these are going to affect your monthly usage. But this will help display the image size in the different sizes for you. So better to have all these checked. And this is just to display this on the toolbar here. So, oh, and if you do have this auto optimize checked, or whether you decide to turn it off, you can go in your library. If you look under list view here, you'll see on the right here, Imagify settings do show up here, and you can do a manually restore the original, and everything will function from here. It'll show you how much file size you saved, and you could work everything manually through here. It does do it automatically with that check, but if you uncheck it, you could go through and there'll be an option over here to Imagify the images one by one. So I did want to go through that with you too. But everything is set up now the way we want it. We'll just click to save and go to our bulk optimizer. And then it'll take you to this page right here. It'll show you your total number of images, how much you saved so far. And just keep in mind, be very prepared that this is going to take kind of a while, especially if you have a larger website. It can take a really long time. So make sure you prepare for that. And because when you do this page has to stay up here while the bulk optimizer is working. You can just do these one at a time and leave them go. But when you're doing the bulk optimization, a lot of times the first time that you're doing it, this takes a long time. So pretty self-explanatory though. Just check the media library, the ones you want to optimize, and Imagify them all. And you'll start to see a progress bar go across, and it will tell you when you're done. So that is pretty much the Imagify plugin. I have found that WP Media is they're the ones that are the developers of the plugin. They also make WP Rocket. They're responsive on email and helpful with support. So I found it to be a pretty good plugin. Right here, it shows you how much is left on your credit per month. Now, this will recycle every month. So if you run out, you'll see that when the month is, when your month of percentage is gone, it will re-up then the next month. So it's good to know. If you do have any other questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. You can follow the links to our website if you need more information. And this is the tutorial for Imagify. So thank you and have a great day.